angle measurement. You will agree with me that generally angles are measured in what? In degree. If you meet a real mathematician or in computation, in programming, radians are preferable. So you will see that in computation, radians are used instead of what? Degree. So what is the difference between the two? So that's what we're going to look at in this session. We're going to look at angles in degree and angles in radian, and how to convert from degree to radian and from radian to degree. Look at this. This is a full cycle, a full rotation. This first point is 0 degree. This is around 45 degree. This is 90 degree. This is 135 degree. As you go down, this is 180 degree, 225 degree, 270 degree, back to 360 degree. Equivalently, in radian, you see that this starts from 0. Somewhere here, instead of, so you can see in this place, 45 degree, we have what? Pi over 4. Here, instead of 90 degree, we have pi over 2. It means that this pi over 2 is equals to 90 degree. This is what? 3 pi over 4 pi. This pi now is equivalent to what? 180 degree. This radian, that is 5 pi over 4 radian, is equals to, as you can see in this place, 225 degree, and so on and so forth. Now, before we continue, what is 1 radian? 1 radian. If this is a cycle, okay, then we take a line from the middle to this point, for instance. We say, well, this is what? A radius. This is a radius. Because the line is always the same throughout what? The cycle. So this is a radius. Let's leave it here. If I draw another radius, say this radius, but this time I want to put it outside. Say this is equal to this. Remember, this is arrow. This is also arrow. Then you bend this arrow and place it on this circumference. As when I bend it, this is what I achieve. So this now is equal to this. If I draw another radius from here to this place, you will not agree with me that this is arrow. This is also arrow. As you can see, this, and this are arrow. So this angle you are seeing here, we say is what? Is 1 radian. So as you can see, the reason be because there's radius here, and radius here. So this angle is surrounded by what? By radars. So therefore, it is called what? 1 radar. We're going to see what is 1 radar. The next thing I want to ask you is that, as you can see this now, is on the circumference, and we said what? It is equal to this radius. The next thing I want to ask you, how many of these radius can cover this entire cycle? To answer that question, we go back to your geometry. What is the circumference of a cycle? We say it's 2 pi radius. 2 pi radius. So now, this is the circumference, that is the length of this entire cycle. How many of these radius can cover this cycle? Remember, this circumference is the length of this. So how many of these are in this circumference? What it means that is 2 pi of radius will cover this entire what? Circumference. That is the meaning of what? This. The number of radius that can cover this entire circumference. The next thing I want to ask you now, in a full rotation like this, in a full rotation, what is the value of the angle in degree? We agree that what? The full circumference, so is what? 360 degree. If actually C is equal to 2 pi r, the angle surrounding this, we agree is what? 360. So therefore, 2 pi radians Remember, these 2 pi radians, how many this radius cover the cycle is 2 pi radius is equals to 360 for full rotation. Okay? It means that pi radians is equals to 360 all over 2, which is 180 degree. Okay? So pi radians is equals to 180 degree. And you agree with me that angle on a straight line is what? Is 180 straight line angle. Okay? Then if you want to see the equivalence of radius for 90-degree angles, you divide both sides by 2. You're going to have here 90 degree pi all over 2 radians. Okay? So now we have here for 90 degree. We have here for 180 degree. We have here for what? 360 degree. Now let's go back. So you can see here is pi over 2. You come here now, you see? Here is pi over 2. For on a straight line, is pi radian. Just pi radian. For 360 degree, is just 2 pi radians. For 360 degree, so you can see here now, is 2 pi radian. Okay? So these are what the equivalent. So what is 1 radian? To get 1 radian, we need to come back to this place. 2 pi radians is equals to 360 degree. If we remove this entire one from here, we divide both sides by 2 pi. 2 pi, we have 1 radian remaining. Okay? This and this will cancel. And you agree with me, if you work on this, you're going to have 180 degree over pi. And you know pi is 3.14, okay? Therefore, if you divide the other side, you're going to have 1 radian is equals to 57.2958 in degree. So 1 radian is equals to 57.2958 degree. So let's look at it. It says, change the following angles in degrees to angles in radians. A 90 degree, this is 45 degree, this is what? Minus 24 degree. Okay, no problem. The first thing I want you to do is this. We are moving from degree to radian. So we are moving from degree. We use the full cycle, the full rotation, 360 degree. We say it's equals to 2 pi in radian. Okay? Remember now, this is the unit of measurement, while this is also what? The unit of measurement. You're going to concentrate here and here, okay? Now, we are moving from degree to radian. All you just need to ask yourself, what will I do to this side to make here 1 degree? Okay? To get what? Radian. Divide both sides by what? 360 degree. 360 degree. So here and here will give us 1 degree. Equals to here 1. Here is 180. That is pi over 180 in radian. Okay? Forget now about degree or about radian. I have 1 on the left hand side. I have pi over 180 on the right hand side. And I'm moving from degree to radian. Okay? You ask yourself, what did I do to 1 to make it pi over 180? What can you do to 1 to make it pi over 180? If I give you 1, I say, make this one pi over 180. What are you going to do? You multiply this by pi over 180. Definitely you're going to have pi over 180. So therefore, to move anything from degree to radian, multiply by pi over 180. Therefore, we come back to this place now. To start with A. A for 90 degree is equals to 90 degree multiplied by pi over 180. Here is 1, here is 2, equals to pi over 2. This is the answer in radian. Okay? The next one is B. B is 45 degree convert to radian. Say 45 multiplied by pi over 180. Here is 1, here is 4. Okay? Which is pi over 4 in radian. Okay? So see now, minus 24 degrees equals to minus 24 multiplied by pi over 180. If you divide this one by 3, you're going to have 8 here. Here, you're going to have 60. Here by 4, you're going to have 2. Here by 4, you're going to have 15. Which is equals to minus 2 pi over 15 in radian. Okay? In radian. This is what? The conversion from what? From degree to radian. Look at this. It says, change each of the following angles in radians to degree. 0.8, 1 over 3 pi, and minus 30 pi over 4. All of them are in radian. So what do you do? Just ask yourself. 360 degree will give us 2 pi. This is in radian, this is in degree. Now, what are we doing now? Where are we moving from? We are moving from radians to degree. So I will rewrite this again as 2 pi equals to 360. I want to put only 1 on this other side. That is, to put 1 here now, that means I have to divide both sides by 2 pi. So this other side will be 360 over 2 pi. Okay, if I divide here now, I'm going to have 180. Then this is going. We have 180 over pi. It means 1 radian is 180 over pi in degree. The next thing I want to ask you, what can I do to 1 to make it 180 over pi? Is to multiply 1 by 180 over pi. It means to make any radian degree, you multiply by 180 over pi. Okay? So therefore, let's first of all clean this first. This first one, A, will be 0. This multiplied by 180 over pi. If you work on this now, you're going to have 45.8 degree. Pi is what? 3.14. You can take pi as 3.14. Okay? Let's go for the next one. That is B. To make this one 2 degree, say this multiplied by 180 over pi. So this pi and this pi will go here. 6, that is 60 in degree. Lastly, let's look at the C. For C, the same thing, 30 pi over 4 multiplied by 180 over pi. This time this will go 4 here 1, 2 here 2, 2 here will give us 90, 45. Okay? It means that this is equals to minus 30 multiplied by 45 equals to minus 585 in degree. Okay? Hope this is understood. Thank you for viewing. Look at this. Convert the following degree measures into radians. A 40, B 0 degree, C minus 30 degree. I want to take this as your assignment. Look at this. It says convert the following radians into degree. A is 3 pi, B is 0, C is pi over 4. I want to take this as your assignment.